Hey guys, it's Deepica. Happy August, even though, to be totally honest with you, I am filming this, it's like early August, but I moved to Los Angeles in 4 days and I am about to pack up everything behind me. My apartment is a complete mess. Moving week is so tiring. I'm so tired. Can you tell? Do you see bags? I have bags. I'm tired. But as I was packing up, I started to pick out some favorite products I got this month, and actually, for the first time, I have more unfavorites this month than favorites that I'm sharing with you guys. I've been getting some packages sent in and most of them was nothing that like wowed me. Without further ado, here is my August favorite products and even more so, unfavorite products that I've recently discovered. Ignore the bags, please. So let me start with some favorites of mine this month. I just got back from Cuba and there was one color that I was consistently wearing and I wanted to share it with you all. And it is the Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick, and this is the shade Thrill Seeker. The Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick is my favorite liquid lipstick because the formula is not as drying. It wears really comfortably on your lips and still gives you that coverage, long lasting, and they have a really great range of shades. This one I think is really great for anyone who's looking for that orangey red color. I've been posting a few of those pictures on my Instagram from my Cuba trip. If you haven't seen them, check them out. But yeah, I think it's like a really fun color for summer. It looks great on my skin tone and I feel like I'm always trying to find new colors that I feel like are really wearable, but also a little like fiery, I guess, having fun, but like still feel like I'm not like trying too hard. Does that make sense? Well, I think that's what this is, and again, the formula is great. Speaking of Cuba, I don't know if any of you guys have been, it was an experience. I vlogged the entire experience and I love how vibrant it is. I got to explore so many fun fashion outfits. It was so great. But there was also parts of it that reminded me of India, like when the toilet situation, you like can't flush things down the toilet properly. Lots of being in the heat. That also came with a lot of sweat. So I recently got this package from a brand called Uni and they sent me shower sheets, large body wipes, instantly cleanses, refreshes, and deodorizes. This is what the wipes look like. I packed it with me once when I was going to SoulCycle because it just felt like really convenient. And I was going straight to a lunch and I did not have a second to shower. Don't judge me, don't act like you haven't done it before. Even more so, it came into really good use when I was in Cuba because I would just be sweating 24/7. Like we were in car rides from Havana to Vinales to do like horseback riding, and when we got there I was sweating. At that point I showered, so don't look at me like that. I actually showered after that, but it's just nice to have these on hand. And it was so funny because I hadn't showered like right afterwards and my friend was like, oh, you smell like essential oils, and I was like, thanks, I didn't shower. They have a lot of other anti-shower products, but these shower wipes are really handy and really travel friendly. I recommend them for sure. Okay, another product that I took with me to Cuba that I died for, I just used it every single day. It's this NARS Bord de Plage Highlighting and Bronzing Palette. You're so pretty. Like, are you kidding me? It's just the perfect ranges of highlighters and bronzers. I use both these bronzers. I use all of these highlighters. They were all so beautiful, so pigmented. If you saw my Cuba pictures and you're like, dang, her glow is fuego. Well, part of it was because of the sun. I mean, it was Cuba, let's be real. But the other part of it was this palette. It was just beautiful. Formulas are beautiful, and you guys know, I mean, who doesn't love NARS, right? So if you are looking for a palette with highlighters and bronzers right now, this one is beautiful. Okay, I honestly have 4 unfavorites, so I'm just gonna start and go into those. I'm surprised I have so many, but you guys know how much I love Glossier. Love them to death. I vouch for them almost every time they come out with a new product. I'm always putting them in my favorites. This month, for the first time, I think the first time, I don't think I've done it in the past before, the Glossier is gonna be in my Unfavs, and it is with their Wowder, which I think the name is so clever. They're so clever with their marketing. But this is the Glossier Wowder. And they only launched with 3 shades, and there's deep, and then there's a shade darker than this, and then there's a shade lighter than this, and I don't know what they are. But I'm just really sad because the one that's meant for my skin tone comes on really gray. You guys know how much I love them, but it definitely comes on gray on my skin. I was really honest with the brand when I met Emily and told her that I would have done a yellow undertone, 1 white translucent one yellow undertoned one, and 1 that was more brown toned for people with darker skin tones. That's not how they ended up doing it, and so I just wanted to say for anyone who has my skin tone, the Wowder did not work for me. I'm still a fan of the Ben Nye, like I told you last month, and actually I've been using this Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder also. It just happens to be in front of me, so I wanted to share it because it is white, but it's more yellow based than the Laura Mercier translucent powder, so I've been using that to bake my face. It's like a cloud of puff. I just got these concealers in from Bobbi Brown and I was really excited. There was a lot of stuff in the package that I really did like, but I'm still playing with it to really confirm, so hopefully you'll see them in a few months from now. Because I think a lot of brown people trust Bobbi Brown. I mean, I know I have growing up for sure. And then I feel like they kind of like went away and I think they're like back at it. When I packed my Cuba pack, I only packed their concealer because I was like, oh, well, I'm for sure gonna love their concealer. So I'm not gonna really pack any other ones. And I really wanted to test it out because it's been a minute. And I packed their Instant Full Coverage Concealer and the shade Warm Honey. And I just have to say, I'm really disappointed with their applicator. And I think the formula is fine and great. Like, I think that this would look good on me, but I was so frustrated with how much like the product gets pulled out. Like, it just doesn't come out enough, and it comes out really rough, honestly, on me. It's almost like pulling at my skin versus like the NARS one, the Tarte one, it seamlessly kind of rubs underneath your eyes. This Bobbi Brown really disappointed me. Although I do think that the Radiant formula is good and it'll probably brighten under your eye, I didn't even get to that because I was so frustrated with how I was having to get this out and rub it on my face. It just wasn't like friendly. So of the concealers I've been trying recently, Tarte, NARS, Hourglass, I think are just more convenient for people like you and me. So you guys know I'm always looking for drugstore finds, and when I got a kind of like affordable lip liner, this one's from Rimmel. They call it their Exaggerate Full Color Lip Liner. I took this with me to Cuba. Every single time I tried to put it on my lip, it just broke. It just broke. Like every single time I would just draw it on, the product would just break on my hand, and I find that really annoying. The Maybelline Color Sensational, they're all like cheaper formulas, but even just putting it on my hand, this Rimmel one just like broke like a crayon. That nude color is the Maybelline, and this one just like kind of cracked, and so I just like let it go. So I would just say if you're looking for an affordable lip liner, the Maybelline Color Sensational was really good, and the Rimmel one was not. Both of them are twisty up one, so you don't have to deal with sharpening. And then last but not least, in terms of least favorites, is a product I don't have because I gave them all away to girlfriends who wanted them because I just did not like them, and I was disappointed with BECCA's new lipstick launches. I don't even think BECCA's ever had lipsticks before, so when they came out with this range of lipsticks, I was so excited. I love like every BECCA powder. I just think it's such a great product and brand, and when they came out with this, I was so pumped. I personally just didn't think there was anything wow about it, and I was just expecting better from BECCA. They're still one of my favorite blushes, highlighters, powders. Like, they do powders so well. But I'm rooting for you, BECCA. I'm hoping that they come out with some better lip stuff in the future. And those are my August faves and unfaves. I have to go back to packing now, but I hope you guys also discovered some products that you love, and also if you don't love, let me know in the comments below, because I think we can all help each other kind of discover what's the most worth it to splurge on, what's the things that are really awesome that maybe are just from a drugstore, and other things that just don't make sense to spend money on. Maybe they don't make sense for me, but they do for someone else. So if I mentioned a product today that you actually do like, definitely mention in the comments below, because maybe it'll help someone else figure out if it works for them. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.